Buenas, aquí SplinterG en un nuevo gameplay de NOIRE. Continuamos con la campaña número 18. Era algo del gas, bueno, no me acuerdo bien. El instalador de gas. Cabe recordar que nos echaron del departamento de policía, ¿cómo se llama? Se me fue el nombre. De detective, ahí está, de detective. Sí. Bueno, nos vendió nuestro compañero, el maldito mierda ese. Y que ahora somos gaffiter parece, ¿no? Ahora vamos a ver, bueno. Ah, no.
Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today.
Ah, no.
How'd you like pork in that German whore, Phelps?
Ah, nos degradaron
Phelps is
nomás.
up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the
Están
arson
bajando los
desk.
FPS.
End of story. Phelps. Yes, sir.
Ah, ni
I don't care
incendio ya.
what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding? Yes, sir. Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social
Parecido al
basket
segundo
cases
compañero
like
que
you two
teníamos.
should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, detective. Now get out of here. Both of you. Get out!
Entonces, el nivel como de los detectives y incendios como lo más bajo quizás. Y ahora para dónde. Bueno, entonces ahora somos de la brigada de incendios.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case was thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
He's the cop who arrested that movie producer. It's about time some of those movie people went to jail. They think they're untouchable.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
A ver si yo creo que primero.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? We'll look somewhere else.
Viejo culeo pesado, weón. Igual que el segundo, empezaron igual a apuesta y después terminan haciendo pana, weón. Stephens.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in your face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none in his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family
Todos se enteraron lo que hizo, weón. Igual, qué paja, weón.
Fue el medio.
Fue el medio giro de la trama, weón.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance.
No me lo esperaba.
Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
No caché en el momento cuando entró a la casa de la weona, weón. Yo lo veía como un tipo intachable. Pero me equivoqué, weón.
In the ruins. Terry lady is his wife.
We'll take a look around.
Nadie es
Come on,
perfecto.
Phelps.
He's the dirty cop from the newspapers.
Mr. Stevens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Steffens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
Catalina Isla, emergencia de viajes Gulliver.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent. Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Steffens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Mira, fija ya es largo.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. This lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
32 años, se ve entero viejo, weón.
Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the
Bueno, igual
neighborhood
por
just
la
packed
época,
up and walked
la
away.
gente en ese tiempo tendría a vegetarse
But I
más.
never bargained with them.
Mirada fija, pero está como nervioso, ¿no? Ah, por la duda.
Everyone
Yeah.
else is selling, but you're the holdout, aren't you?
I was the last. I thought I could hold out for a better price. My house is the center lot.
So now you have to take the price regardless.
Looks like it. I've got no choice. I have to put a roof over my family.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Steffens.
All right.
Recently serviced. Could be something
Ryan.
to go on.
Fue el último que reviso.
Dead lady they found under the train? We solved the case. Booked some barfly for the murder.
¿Esa pista no más tenía? Ya. Tenemos una llamada, weón.
That's the swine. Look at it.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. Do you have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thank you.
Reconstrucción residencial, nuevo lugar.
I'll do that.
You drive.
Vamos a este primero, sí.
So where do you want to go?
Me voy.
Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question? We've got this case.
Hey, Biggs. We? You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater explosion.
Hey, another one.
Looks that way. Insta-Heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
A ver. Intuición. No sé por ella.
Mal. You gonna stick it out, Cole? I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Well, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death?
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair.
Lo normal sí, o sea, te van a traer una cagadita, weón. A ver.
How about the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God?
Oye, no tengo eso. No, a ver. No. Un ventilador o un trofeo.
Circumstantial.
Hay como algo por acá, parece. Quizás por fuera.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
4 people died here, Phelps. We owe it to him to find something.
Entonces en los cuerpos tengo que fijarme algo. A ver. Había algo por acá. No, esto no. ¿Qué podrá ser, weón? Dijo los cuerpos, pero me suena algo por acá, weón. Por acá. Me suena algo por acá, weón. A ver, ¿no sale la intuición ahora, weón? No. Puta. Como por acá que me suena, weón. ¿Qué? Ya, mamá. Ya. ¿Ah? Ya. Ay, ay. Me sale algo por acá, weón. Pero no sé qué por... Ah, esto.
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Ah, eso era,
Regulator
weón.
valve. Good
Juré que
find.
estaba como por ahí.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor, Detective Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Phelps, guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire.
There he
Hurry,
is.
you can still
See him?
catch him.
Mira, weón. Estaba sapeando. Son muy buenos los culiados. Se delatan al toque, weón.
Stop! LAPD! Why, you got an ID on you, firebug. Stop right there.
Píllalo mierda, píllalo mierda. Corre mucho el chancho culiao. Oh, el culiao.
A family died in that fire. We need to ask some questions.
Mira el insolente.
Piece of shit.
Ay, te pone insolente. Toma, perra. Sayonara, my little bitch.
What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires.
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
There are house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
Oh, el viejo
There's
culiao,
something
weón.
to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case.
Que hace bien su pega nomás, po, pajero
Help
culiao.
me or stay out of my way.
Y te apuráis, viejo de mierda, decrépito. De ahora... Me dejáis vos por
You're behind
weón,
the wheel.
La
Where
agencia de viaje.
exactly are we going?
Y la apuráis nomás. Viejo de mierda, no le creí.
I knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
Who ever be damned if Nora goes off and hurts somebody?
Agencia de viajes Gulliver.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen? We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that?
A ver, hay que buscar a la familia. ¿Cómo es que se llamaba? Ah, Sawyer. Era uno, ¿no?
The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue.
Y la otra era Stephens.
Here they are, Stephens. Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA.
Dice la verdad.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes?
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
No te creo. Por cómo
While the
actuó,
Sawyer
no.
family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who's won.
Thanks for your help.
Hay algo
No
trucho acá.
problem. Wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you?
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
Ya. ¿Qué te ponía ahí, imbécil? Maneja
Get out of the
vos.
way. You can drive.
No andes faltando el
All right.
respeto, weón.
Where to? Let me guess. You want to check out the Suburban address?
Great partners must think alike, Herschel. This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the Suburban Redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
A ver.
Lynch says we should visit him at Fire Station 32.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
Any
Lynch wanted
ideas?
you at the station. You don't want to keep him waiting.
Y no es acá entonces, ¿no?
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
No sé. Habré investigar algo por acá, no sé. Nada de esto. Guardando. Espérate. Ya, entonces vamos para allá, ¿no?
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Parece que no había nada que hacer acá, weón.
In both branches of Congress, the Capitol awaits the arrival.
We came as soon as we could.
Goddamn Bruins are having a season from hell.
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire out?
Yes, it is.
Original Barley.
Looks like it was recently serviced.
47.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
¿Cuál es el piloto? Este. Este es el piloto, ¿no? Eso va primero. Es ahí. Está vamos. No, pues.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
No. Esto al medio, quizá. Listo ahí. Debemos al revés. A ver esto. Primero. Esto para allá.
Good, your regulator's in position.
Ya, y este primero entonces.
Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas on.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
Follón. Investiga la fábrica InstaHeat. A ver, esto ya lo vi.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
So where do you want to go?
Conduce un loco.
Show?
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. He loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
Estaba cachando que esta weá de los incendios lo último parece del juego, weón. Son como 4 o 5 misiones de esta weá. La parte de los incendios. Y nos queda poquito.
Phelps, I think it's...
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Ivan
I used to be
Rasick.
indecisive.
You're a real
Now I'm not
asshole,
so
you know
sure.
that?
That's the creep. Walked out on his wife.
Are we going to the Mocambo this Friday?
I
Yeah.
swear, this town is going straight to
Okay,
hell.
keep moving, lover boy.
¿Y por dónde, weón? Oh, no esperaba.
New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
Do it again. I dare ya.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70 here. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
Queda rondando entonces la weá.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
No sé, yo creo que sí. Sin duda.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Sí. Ficha técnica del
These
calentador.
diaphragms prone to failure.
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
Ya esto es mentira, está dudando
I think
mucho.
you're lying, Rasik. I think some of your men aren't fully
No
licensed.
está dudando mucho,
They're desperate to
está
cover your
mirando mucho
sales.
para otro lado.
And how are you going to prove that, detective? Name me one of my guys who would have overlooked a fault like this.
Ryan. Que hay dos, po, ¿no? A ver. Este.
What about Matthew Ryan?
You know about Ryan, huh? All right, he's been in some trouble, I know that. He's done his time.
You in the habit of hiring criminals, Rasik?
I need guys, detective. This boom is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
As the cannibals finished off eating the clown, one said, "Did that taste funny to you?"
Lista de instaladores.
This is a long shot. We are not going to rouse that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Do it again. I dare ya.
¿Dónde está? Para llamar. Ahí.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Cutner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter. Previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew. Charged for contempt of court. Attempted murder. Plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
Ya, entonces, ¿a quién vamos a
Your
ver
employment
primero?
roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasik. Desperate times indeed.
The nerve of
A ver.
Fine. But if the skipper sees us driving around in this, we're dead. You gotta be kidding me. We're driving this?
Calmado, weonado, ande con miedo. Pussy. Pusilánime. Ya, eso con eso lo mismo. ¿Y el auto que estaba acá se fue? Mete los otros autos ahí al frente, ¿no? Corre, vos, pajín.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Acá.
I was walking down the street and that heel sent me flying.
¿Qué pasó? Hay que investigar algo más, ¿o no?
You're the reason brothers
What
and
now?
sisters shouldn't marry.
Talk to the guy in charge. See what he says.
Phelps, I think his name is. He brought in the case of that poor lady killed near City Hall.
Con el encargado.
I don't need this.
Okay, keep moving, lover boy.
No, pero bueno.
Are we going
¿Con
to
el
the
mismo
Macambo
viejo?
this Friday?
You're a real asshole, you know that?
As the cannibals finished off eating the clown, one said, "Did that taste funny to you?"
Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Ni te apuráis nomás. ¿Qué te creí, weón? Despilfarrado.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasick.
Walter Clemens. A ver. Anarquista. Soy anarquista.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
No puedo hacer nada todavía, weón. Pienso en sí mismo, soy seguro de su moralidad. Lo mismo. Y tiene más web de esto, weón.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
A ver, lo mismo, ya. Puta la wea.
Ryan wants the world to be a better place, don't we all?
A ver.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Y aquí que tiene este weón.
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive.
A ver.
Varley has a problem with bugs.
Yeah.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasick?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
¿Qué no te forra aquí mismo, weón, insolente?
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley.
¿Qué pasó? ¿Por qué hice? ¿Por qué hay... ¿Todo? A ver.
Gonna tell us what the hell's going on.
You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Out of the car. Police. You can't do this.
Ya, aquí vamos a ver entonces lo caché, bueno, apreté clic nomás. A ver. Clemens. Ya.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
You know Reginald Varley?
No? Can't say I do.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Varley for murder. You want us to run you in for aiding and abetting, Clemens?
Whoa, 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 whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks.
Este tiene
from some
pinta que va a
developer.
mentir o va a
Does
dudar
their work
todo el
first,
rato, weón.
spreads it around if he can.
Trabajo con esta
You're
clase.
licensed and work for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
Pero
InstaHeat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mudshark of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the
ya,
name.
aquí está mintiendo, weón. Porque
You and Ryan are fifth
compartía la
columnists.
web de los
And how do you figure that, wise guy?
comunistas de
Proof do you
mierda.
have? Been following me to meetings?
Este o este, bueno, de Ryan.
I am not now, nor have I ever been, a member of the Communist Party. Nice try, copper.
No.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's
No
get out of
puede
here,
ser,
Phelps.
weón.
He ain't our guy.
Me equivoqué en una, no me equivoqué hace rato, weón. Pero era esa, pues era la otra entonces, weón. Claro, si tenía que
You know
ser
the way.
la
You can
salida
drive.
del weón.
All
Puta
right.
que weón.
Where to?
Ay, Dios mío. A ver, pero espérate. ¿La hago de nuevo? Ah, ya, tío. La misma.
Farley's on the run. He might be packing heat. If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. No, I never fired my
Puta que lata, no me equivocaba hace rato, weón.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel. LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot! Stop or I will shoot! Why did you run from us, Varley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess you're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you.
Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, your guest is
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
Imbécil.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Let's just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan. I said,
son of a bitch.
Those are GI's backyards he's crashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the van.
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody. Don't go to sleep on me. Get in close. Smash the son of a bitch's rear wheels.
He's got an arson-related assault charge and he's running.
Running don't mean nothing. We gotta get this guy in the room before we can get an angle on him.
This man has got to be stopped.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Ah, pero bueno, ya pues.
Jesus, what is he doing?
The tramp! Oh, Jesus!
give it up, LAPD.
Y te apuráis, lacra.
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
We have 3 suspects. As much as I'd like it to be Chapman, I think it's one of the other 2 guys. Let's get to the station and close this case.
He just refuses to accompany me to church.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
No sé, amigo.
Homicide. You know you've got it made if you can get to that desk.
I have 2 suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, You practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
¿Cuál entonces? La 1. Vamos a ver primero la 1.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
Se parece un actor este culiao, weón. Matthew Ryan.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
Mentira.
If you know enough to do your job, you know enough to do that repair. You're lying, Ryan.
And how do you think you can prove that?
Esto.
Your boss at InstaHeat said that you've all been trained to do it. It's a common repair. Are you calling him a liar?
Okay, so I know how it's done. But what would be the point? You'd just end up with a gas leak and then a small fire when you turn the pilot back on.
And if you didn't reset the pilot and the gas spread, what was the cause of the fire in your own home, Ryan?
I won't tell you.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
Literatura anarquista.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Mentira.
This is
La weá del...
sabotage, Ryan.
La weá comunista es el folleto, no sé.
What campaign?
Este es el Ryan, ¿cierto? Sí. Entonces, no. De antecedente nada que ver, poder... Pamflet anarquista, sí, este.
Your locker is full of pamphlets. Clemens told us how you were always foisting them on people.
Sure. I spread the pamphlets. A guy has to do something. InstaHeat heaters break down every day. They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
InstaHeat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
And you still work for them?
A guy has to work.
And the directors of the company. How do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
Si tiene, pues, weón.
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
That's it for the moment, Ryan.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead.
Vamos a interrogar al otro primero.
I need a drink. I got the jitters again.
I think Ryan is our man.
Sí, igual digo lo mismo.
Eliminate all of the suspects.
¿Dónde está el agua 2?
Let's speak to Varley.
I want to make comments.
Un 2 está por acá.
Hey, I gave his wife a tap. I said all's fair in love and war.
Beat her up so bad. I found him. I returned the favor.
¿Dónde está la wea? No, acá está.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Tía, salía la wea en...
Why are you lying to me, Bart?
La weadita,
If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with Rex?
¿Cómo se llama? Se me olvidó el nombre.
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Porque estaba la cuestión, po. No, este de raya. Por valiste.
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think he played him, though. Because he still wouldn't sell.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
Principio, dice el weón. Mentira.
How did Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about your record?
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
Brian says you offered to cut him in on the kickbacks they were offering. He'll testify in court.
Suburban, they got real-time pressure on getting some of the big developments finished. There's some big date that they can't afford to miss. So yeah, I took their money. But so did a lot of guys, all right? Carpenters, electricians, plumbers. It's no big conspiracy.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You're out of your mind?
No te creo. Mentira también.
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh?
Y aquí. ¿Qué podría ser esta interacción? No. Esto no. La de aquí original. No sé si será esto. Vamos por esto, bueno.
Arsonists use cigarettes and mosquito coils as time delay fuses. We found an open box of mosquito coils in your locker.
Whoa, hang on! Those things, they belong to Ryan, all right? He asked me to hold them because his locker's full of stupid pamphlets. I thought he used them for camping.
No creo que sea este, ¿eh? Yo creo que es el otro.
We're done for now.
So what happens?
You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
Acusa a un sospechoso. Yo creo que es el otro, weón. Para allá.
I want to make homicide. You know you made it. Get that.
Matthew Ryan, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
You're putting an innocent man away here. You hear me? I didn't set any fires. I didn't kill that family.
Chucha.
Phelps, what you did to your wife and kids was un-American.
My wife threw me out.
Did I ask for your opinion? You're here to listen to mine. What I was going to say, before I was interrupted, was you did a good job on the Stephen Sawyer case. We don't often get results in arson, so well done.
What about me? Do I get a little stamp on my hand or a lollipop or something?
What you get is another case. A bad one, unfortunately.
Ya, lo terminamos. Nos equivocamos en una, weón. Oh, qué paja. Ya igual lo ganamos con 5 estrellas. No estuvo mal. Nota, el caso no Matthew Reyes se enfrentará al jurado en 4 cargos de asesinato a su espalda. Caso cerrado, valeroso, con 5 estrellas. Ya. Y bueno, gente, vamos a dejar este episodio de NOIRE hasta acá. Espero que les haya gustado. Si es así, no olviden de darle me gusta, suscribirse y seguirme en Twitch. Y eso, nos vemos en la siguiente edición. Chao, chao.